Coming up in this episode of TPW Weekly, Dollywood have announced a huge expansion for next year, and I'll be sharing all of the details on their fantastic new rides. Along with that, an announcement about a brand new dark ride at Hershey Park, the removal of a small flat ride from Cedar Point over in Ohio, and so much more. I'm Sean Sandbrook, this is TPW Weekly, and that means it's time to cue those titles. It's Wednesday the 8th of August 2018 and welcome to this week's show. So yes, I've had a busy week as always here at Theme Park Worldwide with lots of different theme park trips. Last Friday we went to Thorpe Park, did Love Island Lates where the park was open until 10 o'clock, did plenty of night rides, a couple of goes on the Swarm in the dark. Oh, it was absolutely fantastic, we had a really good time, so stay tuned for the vlog very soon. We then went to Adventure Island in Southend where we had a great day there, saw some of the changes that have been done to the park since I last went there. I didn't actually go last season, I just didn't get round to going, so it was nice to actually go there with people for the first time as well. Went with Alex, Charlotte and Krista, who none of them have ever been to the park before, so they got on the likes of Rage, Adventureville, some other great rides there at the park, so make sure you check out the vlog when that goes online. The day after that, we then went down to Margate to Dreamland, where we had a fantastic time. We rode the Scenic Railway, we saw one of the events going on that evening, and also we were invited by the park to see their 8 new rides. We filmed on-ride POVs from all of the different attractions there, and also we had a behind-the-scenes tour, thanks to Jack and Andrew if you're watching, hi out there, and thanks for arranging it with us, a behind-the-scenes tour of the Scenic Railway, the oldest roller coaster in the UK that opened back in 1920. So yeah, it's one of those rides that it's old, but it rides absolutely fantastic. Of course, there was a fire quite a few years ago now, so pretty much the whole coaster has been replaced. In fact, all the track and actual wooden supports have been replaced, but some of the mechanisms behind it are still original from that ride, which is crazy to think they're still going, and it was great to have a behind the scenes look. Of course, lots of new vlogs have come online, Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach, Pleasurewood Hills, and yeah, moving forward we've got the vlogs from Wales coming up on the channel, and all these ones what we've just filmed down south. So that's why my voice is a little bit off today. We've done so much over the past few days, but it's been absolutely fantastic, and there's so much content to come here on the channel. Along with that, there's lots of theme park news. I was only talking about it last week, saying that we're going to start getting loads of announcements for 2019 now, and we've got 2 big ride announcements that I'm going to talk to you now about in our theme park news roundup. Right then, let's get started by talking about Dollywood. It's a bucket list park that I really want to get out there and experience at some point, and hopefully, fingers crossed, next year as part of a big America trip. That's what we're looking at doing at the moment. But yeah, with this one, Dollywood announced this huge expansion. In fact, it's their biggest expansion in the history of the park, with various new rides, attractions and experiences as part of a new themed area for families. It's going to be called Wildwood Grove, loving the name there, and it's a $37 million expansion to the park. It's going to include 6 brand new rides. I'll go through those in a moment, but the highlight of those, one of the 6 rides, a suspended coaster called Dragonflyer, which is actually going to be manufactured by Vekoma. So it's going to be similar to the likes of the one at Paultons Park, Flight of the Pterosaur, that sort of style, Kavastan at Gröna Lund in Sweden, that sort of style ride, but on a big scale throughout this area, and I assume it'll interact with other rides and buildings and themed elements. It looks like it's going to be really nice. And Wildwood, it's like it's going to be all this magical wood what sort of all these characters live in, and it's going to have a really nice feel to it from what we can see. There'll also be an expanded indoor and outdoor play area, and that'll form part of numerous other play activities all within this new area. Other rides then, so we've got the Black Bear Trail, loving the name. That's going to be a tracked family ride where where you sit on it and it goes round all on one level, from what I can see through bits of theming. You got the Sycamore Swing, which is just going to be a pirate ship, which is going to be heavily themed. Frogs and Fireflies, I like the name for these, a children's spinning flat ride that I think by the looks of the concept image bounces up and down. Then there's the Mad Mockingbird, which is a spinning ride where you control the swing. They've got one at Oakwood in Neverland, like the Peter Pan ride, where you swing out and you have to move the wings so they expand outwards. And yeah, it's not like a Gerstar or anything. It's a different style ride and more for families. It's not like the Air Race or the Skyfly where you actually do the wings yourself with the arms. But yeah, again, I think that'll work really nice in the area. Quite an interactive ride as well. You've also got the Treetop Flyer, which is a spinning balloon ride going into the area as well. And along with all of that, it forms part of 11 new experiences. 6 of those are new rides, 1's a coaster, and then of course you've got in total 11 experiences. It's a heavily themed family investment. You've seen various different bits of concept art on your screen as I've been talking about it, and as you can see, it looks like it's going to be a really nice addition to Dollywood. It looks like a gorgeous park. I really want to get there and try out so many of their rides. And yeah, I can't really pick like 1 or 2 rides that I want to do there. I want to see the whole park, the shows, the experiences. It looks really up my street. Same with Silver Dollar City. That style of park really appeals to me, and I really hope to do both of those next year as part of this America trip. But yeah, the largest expansion ever so far at Dollywood, and yeah, who knows, we might see something top that in the future, but that's their biggest investment to date, which certainly is fantastic. Anyway, moving on from that to another park over in the USA now on a brand new ride for 2019, and that is Hershey Park. Now this is one that I'd like to get out there to see, not for the chocolate though, because if you've watched the videos for a while, I really just do not like Hershey chocolate. I'm not a big fan of American sweets or American chocolate, to be honest. I know there's like a big thing in this country here in the UK where we're based that people love American sweets. And like Charlotte's the same, she'll always take me to these American sweet shops and she spends a fortune on them. So I can't wait to take her to America next year, to Florida, where she'll hopefully be able to get some sweets a lot cheaper. But yeah, Reese's and is one of their brands at Hershey basically, and they're building a new ride about it basically, and it's going to be the Reese's Cup Fusion Dark Ride opening at the park in 2019. So this is a little quote from their website that I've just looked at today, and it merges the world's love of chocolate and peanut butter with a dark ride gaming experience to create a sweet sensory adventure for the entire family. Basically, it's going to be a tracked dark ride with a gun system manufactured by the Sally Corporation, who've done some great dark rides out there, and it'll use a combination of screens and also theming along with this ride system to provide an interactive dark ride where you'll shoot the various different objects and targets around the ride. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be an interesting one. Me personally, I can't get really excited because I don't like that sort of chocolate. I hate Hershey's, but the park looks nice. There looks like some great rides there, and I'd certainly love to visit again next year as part of an America trip. But yeah, opening in summer 2019, this one at Hershey Park. Let me know down in the comments below. I know quite a few people have been to that park before. Is the chocolate everywhere? Can I escape the chocolate? Comment down below. I'd love to know what you guys think to that one. Anyway, a little bit of smaller news then now from Cedar Point on the closure of an attraction, one that I went on a couple of months back now on my trip. And check out the vlogs if you've not yet seen them from our first ever trip to Cedar Point. And yeah, it's just a little enterprise attraction, a Huss Enterprise is going to be closing called Witch's Wheel. And it opened in the park in 1977. It's had 24 million riders since then, and Tony Clark, who's like the head of communications at Cedar Point, did like a big reveal about the removal of the ride. But I've been putting 2 and 2 together here and having a bit of a think, and of course this is only a rumour, what I've sort of come up with in my head, but the Dinosaur Alive's attraction is rumoured to be closing at the end of this year, which a lot of people know about. Opposite that is of course where you've got this Enterprise, so maybe that's going to be the site for this new ride, and if it's going to be a coaster or a water ride, maybe it might interact and come over the footpath just there. I know it's quite hard to envision unless you've been there, but there's shots of it in the vlog. So maybe they're going to tie in the site of the Enterprise and where Dinosaurs Alive is to make like a new ride what comes over the path, does a turnaround section and goes back over. maybe it's just speculation in my head about it, but putting two and two together, because he has said that it's been removed for future development. So who knows? Comment down below your thoughts on that one. I would love to know, as always. Love reading the comments on these videos and seeing what you guys think to the week's news. The fourth and final piece of news that I want to bring to you guys this week is from Liseberg in Sweden, and the announcement about the opening of Valkyria. The dive coaster is opening this Friday, the 10th of August 2018 at 11 AM. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be there for the premiere because me and Charlotte had already booked to go to Wales this weekend. We're going to Oakwood Theme Park and also back to Folly Farm, so there'll be a couple of vlogs from there. But yeah, great to see that the dive coaster is opening. I made a promise that I'm going back this year. I'm looking at flights at the moment, and we'll be going out there shortly to go and ride this coaster. And talking of making promises, I also said that I was going to go to Poland to go and ride Hyperion. That's all booked in. I'm going in a few weeks' time out to Poland to go and ride on Hyperion at Energylandia and also visit Legendia as well. So make sure you stay tuned for those vlogs on the channel right at the end of August, just before our Europe trip coming up in September. God, there's so much going on here on Theme Park Worldwide at the moment. It's crazy, but it's been an excellent year. Thanks for following it, guys. And yeah, if you are going out to Liseberg this Friday or over the summer, enjoy Valkyria. And if I've not been on it yet, if you get out there before me, I'd love to know your thoughts on the ride. Share what you think compared to other dive coasters down below in the comments. Whoa, there we go. So much to talk about. It's great. Anyway, moving on to our next section then in TPW Weekly. We all love it. I love it. You love it. It's time for Guess the Ride. So welcome to Guess the Ride. I love bringing you guys this section, and over the past few weeks we've had various different sound clips. Last week I freshened it up and we had a zoomed in image, and because you guys enjoyed it, we're going to go for a zoomed in image again this week. But firstly, what was it? Now, a lot of you did get this one right. I didn't want to make it too difficult with it being the first zoomed in image, and it was of course at Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach. I took the photo myself last week, and it was of the roller coaster just there at the park as well, the classic roller coaster. So well done to all of you, got it right. I think it was just the fact in the corner you could just see some of the blue like support structure, well the boards that are fastened onto that support structure. So well done for getting that right if you did. Keep commenting down below. Remember, this section is just for fun, but here we go. Can you guess this ride? Could be a flat ride, a water ride, a coaster, a dark ride, anywhere in the world. It's a bit more difficult, this one, but comment down below. It's just for fun, and of course come back next Wednesday where I'll reveal exactly what it was. Interesting, isn't it? Welcome to Merch Paradise. So over the past week I've had various different messages all on our social media and also in comments on YouTube about a certain object that Blackpool Pleasure Beach have been selling on their official eBay account. They have actually sold a Wild Mouse car. It was mousy, and one of my favourites, that one, that they've been selling off on their account. And I was in the bidding war on eBay for this one, and then it started to escalate and escalate. I think it sold for just under £5,000. Way too much money for what I would have paid for it. Of course, if I was a millionaire, then yeah, I would have loved it. But yeah, congratulations to whoever has won it. And yeah, people have been messaging me saying, Sean, have you been bidding? Have you won it? And no, the sad news is I haven't won it, but maybe one of you guys have who's watching this video. So let us know. Of course, I'd love to see you guys sending a photo of it, or just let us know if you've got it and where it's going to be. I love preserving things here at the World of Theme Parks and looking after them, and I'd really like to know where that item's gone. I would have loved it, but that was way too much money for me to spend on it personally. But well done to whoever's got it. I'll just stick to this piece of wood that I got from the Wild Mouse. There you go. Of course, it opened in 1958, closed at the end of last year. And yeah, here you can see my little bit of wood. I would have absolutely loved to have had that ride car, but yeah, I couldn't afford to spend that much money on it. But I'll stick this. I've got my little memory, and I've got a wheel down there from the Wild Mouse as well. It was a sad closure by Blackpool Pleasure Beach. They did keep it very quiet, but yeah, at least they're giving people the chance to sell those ride cars and giving people the chance to buy them. Of course, there was numerous other ride vehicles, so I'd be interested to know, now they've made nearly £5,000, if they're going to sell the other ones off. And if they do, I'll definitely be in that bidding war. So we've reached that time already, the final segment of this week's episode. It is, of course, Interact with me. Let's have a look then at the photos that you guys have sent in for this week. We've got Phil just here outside Phoenix at Toverland. We then got Joey with the dual on-ride photo from Alton Towers. Thanks for sending those in, guys. We then got Alex and Evie on Octonauts just there in CBeebies Land at Alton Towers. We then got Shannon with an icon on-ride photo from Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and Jenny there at the London Dungeon. Hope you had a scary time, Jenny. We then got Ola with a Hyperion on-ride photo. Can't wait to ride that in a couple of weeks over at Energylandia. Moving on, we got Sam and Kerry on Wicker Man, so thanks for sharing that one from Alton Towers. We then got Ryan at Adrenaline Peak Amusement Park. Hope you had a good time. Then got Josh who had a photo with the one and only Harry Turnstiles. Thanks for sending that one in. If you see any of us at the park, make sure you stop us, have a chat, and you can have a photo if you want for the episodes. Then got Nicholas who had a photo there with me as well. Great to meet you. And Chris has sent this photo in of his daughter with me and Krista as well. So thanks for sending that one in. We then got Jessica with a Megaphobia on-ride photo from Oakwood. And Greg's up next with a Shambhala on-ride photo from Portaventura, one of the best coasters in the world in my opinion. Then got Jean with an Oblivion the Black Hole on-ride photo from Gardaland. And moving on, we got Calvin with a Fantasy Island map. So thank you very much for sending that one in. Loving the pose just there with that map on your wall. Moving on, we've got James who had a photo with me. And following that, also Isaac who had a photo with me there as well. Next up, we got Sibenon with an icon on-ride photo there. I do apologise if I said your name wrong. I'm awful at pronunciation. We then got Chloe and Ellie who had a photo there with me. It was lovely to meet you both. Thanks for saying hello and, of course, sending that one in. And then got Matt, Nikki, Mia and Neve who had a photo with me there as well. It was awesome to meet all you guys. Thanks for stopping me and having a picture. And yeah, thanks for sending that one in. Also then we've got a happy 21st birthday to Scott Perry. Happy birthday, Scott. Have a great day. And also happy birthdays to Jonathan, Natalia Bailey and also Bruce as well. Happy birthday to all of you from me and everyone else who's a part of Theme Park Worldwide. If you do want your picture, your birthday shout out or special occasion to be next week's episode, get it sent in on our official social media over on Instagram, Theme Park Worldwide, and also Facebook, where all you need to do is type in Theme Park Worldwide. Make sure you also follow us on Twitter at Theme Park WW for updates from the parks. You can't send your photos in there, but check out our different tweets from the parks. And yeah, there we go. That is all for this week's episode. I'm absolutely baking here at the World of Theme Parks. And yeah, also my voice, I'm really struggling, aren't I now? But I can give it a bit of a rest after this one. But there you go. Thanks for watching. I'm Sean Sandbrook. I'll see you next Wednesday. And that means it's time to cue those credits. See you soon.